Hey friends, let me ask you a serious question. What do you truly value in life? And I don't mean what your parents told you to value, not what school rewarded you for, not what social media says you should chase. I mean you, deep down. Because here's the truth. Your values are your compass. They guide your decisions, shape your relationships, and determine your happiness. But most people, they've never actually chosen their values. They're living someone else's script. Let's fix that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step method to find your core values. Plus, I'll give you a list of 30 powerful values to help you get clear on what really matters. Let's go. Step 1. Understand what values really are. Values are not goals. They're not feelings. They're your non-negotiables, the core beliefs that drive how you behave and what you care about most. Think of them like the operating system beneath your choices. Example. If you deeply value freedom, you might hate micromanagement at work. If you value growth, you might feel miserable when you're not learning. Your emotions are clues to your values. Step 2. Reflect on peak moments. Ask yourself, when was I most proud of myself? When was I most fulfilled? When was I angry or disappointed, and why? When did I feel fully alive? Write down your answers. Look for themes. Example. Let's say you felt proud when you stood up for someone. That points to justice or courage. Or you felt alive while backpacking alone. Maybe that reflects freedom or adventure. Step 3. Choose from a core values list. Here's a curated list of 30 powerful core values with quick definitions and real-world examples. Authenticity. Being true to yourself. You refuse to pretend in social settings. Integrity. Doing the right thing even when it's hard. You admit a mistake at work. Freedom. Autonomy in thought and action. You want to work for yourself. Growth, learning and evolving. You read, reflect, and improve. Connection, deep, meaningful relationships. You prioritize real conversations. Compassion, empathy, and kindness. You help someone in crisis, no judgment. Creativity, expressing original ideas. You love designing, writing, or innovating. Adventure, seeking excitement and new experiences. You thrive on travel and challenge. Contribution, making a difference. You volunteer or mentor others. Courage, facing fear or risk. You speak up when no one else will. Discipline, consistent focus and control. You follow through even when it's hard. Excellence, doing your best. You take pride in the quality of your work. Honesty, truthfulness and transparency. You own up even when it's uncomfortable. Health, physical and mental well-being. You prioritize sleep, food and exercise. Justice, fairness and equity. You get involved in causes you believe in. Learning, curiosity and knowledge. You take classes or read constantly. Love, caring deeply. You invest in the people you love. Loyalty, commitment to people or principles. You stick by friends in hard times. Mindfulness, present moment awareness. You meditate or reflect often. Optimism, choosing hope and possibility. You bounce back quickly from setbacks. Order, structure and organization. You like routines and plans. Peace, calm and harmony. You avoid drama and toxicity. Power, control, influence, leadership. You're drawn to leadership roles. Recognition, being seen and valued. You feel motivated by appreciation, security, stability and safety. You choose predictable environments. Simplicity, minimalism and ease. You enjoy a clean, uncluttered lifestyle. Spirituality, connection to something bigger. You practice prayer, meditation or faith. Success, achievement and impact. You aim high and strive for excellence. Trust, reliability and belief. You build long-term bonds. Wisdom, insight and perspective. People come to you for advice. Now from that list, and your own reflections, circle the top 10 that resonate. Then ask yourself, which ones are truly mine, not inherited? Which ones show up most in my best moments? Which would I fight for? From that, choose your top 5 core values. These are your life filters. Here's the most important part. If you don't align your choices with your values, you'll feel anxious, lost, or unfulfilled, even if everything looks good on the outside. You say you value family, but work 80 hours a week. Conflict. You value freedom, but stay in a controlling relationship. Misalignment. Now ask yourself, where in my life am I living against my values? What tiny change can I make to live closer to them? Small steps, big shifts. Your values are your blueprint. They're your internal GPS. Without them, you'll chase goals that don't fulfill you and wonder why you feel lost. But once you know them, you move through life with clarity, confidence, purpose, So if this helped, drop your top 3 values in the comments. Let's see what matters to this community. Hit like if this gave you clarity. Subscribe if you want more tools to build a life that feels true to you. And remember, you don't need to find the right path. You need to find your values and build the path from there.